Hello, this is Little Lao Wow, and this is another SC2 commentated replay. And our match today will be between cSOfLumbY, our favorite cSOfLumbY, and NyDGMMa, our red Protoss down here. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to call him for the rest of the game. You know what, I'm just going to call him Gamma, because GMMA reminds me of Gamma. And so I remember seeing this guy in ladders and not playing against, just like when I was roaming around Masters Leagues. I think he was rank 1, almost 4K Masters in Season 1, but this is a Season 2 game. And I already went over the new user interface from the last game. And this game is also on Shakira's Plateau again, like the last game, where I already explained about how the backdoor rocks for Shakira's Plateau is gone, and instead it is now here, leading to this middle expansion, and then same thing on the other side. So there's no backdoor entrance to the base. And so that's just a little change from the old Shakira's Plateau. But this, now that Shakira's Plateau is in the 1v1 pool, has been changed a little bit. So these are cross spawns, so we might be in for a long game, because Shakira's Plateau, the rush distance is pretty far, as you gotta go like all the way across the map here and up here, and then you're finally to the base. And the main and the expansion are reasonably well defendable because of these just small chokes, easy to defend, and of course Terran is the ultimate turtle race. And Gamma is going pretty standard here, not walling in, because you don't, as Toss, you usually don't want walling against Terran. FlumbY coming in here to scout, getting his core down at right after the gateway, and already has his gas down in a second pylon, very standard. And FlumbY is going for 2 quick racks here and a tech lab, so maybe some early marauders. Or even that Terran players these days like to, they really like to, sorry about that. They like to get out 1 Reaper just for early map control with these towers, and you can get a nice scout off of the opponent's base. Hello, because you can jump up this ridge and run around here, and so we might opt for that, but I'm not sure. Maybe some quick upgrades. But right now just pumping out a couple of Marines just to deny scouting probes while keeping his own SCV alive, but once the Stalker comes out, should be able to defend against this scout. But FlumbY will be backing out with the scout, which is very smart because he knows the exact timing of the Stalker. So now Gamma is putting down a forge, so I'm not completely sure what he's going for here. He might go for a timing push with +1 weapons or +1 armor, or maybe he's just going to use this forge to maybe put some cannons down here and get an expansion, but I'm not quite sure. The fact that he hasn't gotten a second gas means that he's probably not going to go for any wacky like Robo or Stargate builds, but either get an expansion or more gates. So right now it looks like he's going to go for some his expansion here, as he'll be able to put down some defensive cannons. While here, putting a little pressure on. Gamma's putting a little pressure here, but the Stalker is really good against the... Marauder is really good against the Stalker, except for FlumbY not microing there, not paying attention as he has to defend up here, and Gamma is coming in here doing some pretty good damage. Once this bunker goes up, though, Gamma's going to have to fall back. And yeah, there's the bunker, there's some Marauder in the bunker, and this probe will get away because there's no Marauder slow yet. But meanwhile, FlumbY is getting his expansion out off 2 racks, 1 reactor and 1 tech lab, no upgrades yet, has his bunker up, so he should be fine. On the income tab, we see the Protoss player is up ahead a little bit, just because I think this expansion was a little bit quicker than this one. However, it's very standard for Terran players to be able to get their expansion done before Toss players. And Toss is expanding off 2 gates right now, putting down Twilight Council actually, and he is getting that +1 armor as I said before. So he will have 2 gates and his Twilight Council, so we might be seeing anywhere from Blink Stalkers, yeah, most likely Blink Stalkers, His warp gates are done. He has his 1 warp gate, 3 stalkers, just enough to defend here. And Flummy is still producing off 2 racks. Going back to the projection tab, Flummy is actually constructing a 3rd command center here, so opting to go for a more economic build here. Very risky, because this is 400 minerals here that he's not using to create more production facilities or units. Excuse me. But I'm betting Flummy's just going to turn this into an orbital command. Excuse me. And use it to have triple mealage, and not exactly secure that 3rd right away, but when he does, this is a very safe spot actually to secure your 3rd, because it's guarded by these 2 rocks, and Gamma doesn't really have any reason to run up here to look for an expansion, unless because this expansion is out of the way of the main attack route, which is right here. Like, for example, if Flumby expands here, Gamma might just come through here and check that, but if he goes here and the expansion is actually here, he won't see it. So that's a very smart decision. Flumby just poking around at the watchtowers, and Gamma is getting a pretty large army here. And let me just open this name tab, because I kind of like that. Gamma's getting a pretty large army, while Flumby's setting up missile turret at its front just for... see, this 1 missile turret is really nice because it'll allow you to spot observers, which, if observers come in here... Nope, that's a probe. If observers come in here and then go to the front of the base to spot for the army unit composition, this turret will be able to pick it off, as well as these marines. And also, if DTs can't go up this ramp because this is a detector. Now, Flumby has his expansion up and running, and so does Gamma. Both players relatively even on the harvester count. 1 scan going down here just for Flumby to see the unit composition here. But Gamma has not gotten his blink yet, but he is going for quick zealot charge, which is a very good build because he has all these zealots. And zealot charge is really effective against Marauder slow because it allows the zealots to charge right up to the Marauders. And actually, in the latest patch 1.3, it made it so that zealots automatically get at least 1 hit when they land at least 1 hit when they use their charge ability. Because before, zealots, for example, would use charge against these bile units, but the bile units would stim and run away, and the zealots would never get a shot off. And actually, with this hallucinated phoenix, Gamma will see the 3rd expansion go down, and he will be able to spot the high ground here for his proxy pilot and warp DTs into the base. And I did not even see that Dark Shrine. He hid it from me. So now that DTs are in the base, let's see what Flumby does to defend against it. He hasn't really seen it yet. He should be moving out here with his army, and these DTs are wreaking havoc in the base. He's taking down a lot of SCVs, but the SCVs are running away. He is producing starport in an armory. He also has a reactor on his factory, but taking down the supply depot is very smart for him to do that, so that Flumby cannot create more units. But now Flumby is getting in position to defend against this, but I do not know if he has enough energy for scan. No, he does not. So this is actually a very effective attack. Flumby did not scan this Dark Shrine, I don't think. Yeah.
Is under attack.
But now Gamma can just keep using Hallucinate and warping in more DTs here. But now that the scan has gone down, the DTs have been repelled, except for there are more DTs warping in. But Flumby is already constructing a missile turret. However, on the Harvesters tab, you see that yes, Toss is at least 12 Harvesters ahead of Flumby. Gamma, so Gamma's attack was very cost effective, took down a lot of probes, and now he's way ahead. But what I would like to see with Gamma kind of slipping on his macro when he was microing his DTs, but now Flumby's supply blocked behind in Harvesters, and now Gamma is getting his 3rd up. So he's staying right in the race of this this base race here. And here comes the DT, just getting a few more shots off, a few more kills. That DT had 14 kills. That is a monstrous amount. And now Flumby's supply blocked. He might even have to call down extra supplies, but he is constructing 2 supply depots. So this 3rd Nexus is going up for the Toss player, Gamma, and he is now also getting Templar Archives. Now another change, while also getting that +3 armor. Actually, wow, he is +2 armor already, going for that +3 already, so that's very good. But now, a new thing for patch 1.3 on the Templar Archives is that the Kydarian amulet is now gone, and that upgrade just basically made it so that when you warp in Templar, they immediately start out with 75 energy, and that's enough energy for a storm. But now that that's gone, you have to warp in your Templar, and they have to gain energy to the point that they can use their storm ability, which also has to be upgraded. Now, our tallest player Gamma is also getting his blink, and also taking down these rocks because he's looking to take out this third expansion, which Flumby cannot defend easily. However, Flumby does see that the rocks are going down, so he will be coming around with his army. So this is going to be a big battle here. Flumby's a little bit ahead in the supply, but Gamma is reinforcing, and here comes a big battle. Flumby's stimming, and the charge is being very effective, but I don't think Gamma has enough units here. There's too many Marauders to defend against this, and only one sentry here, so he can't really use any force fields, but he uses his Guardian Shield. That's just not going to be enough. Flumby cleaned this up nicely. Now these units are going to have to fall back. This proxy pylon might go down. Flumby has his Medivacs also out, making that off his reactor starport. He has 5 racks here, 4 tech labs, 1 reactor. I don't think he's making anything out of a factory or anything like that, but he does have his double engineering bay for upgrades, and he does have +1 weapons. However, these +3 zealots with charge are going to do so much damage once +3 finishes. Now, Storm is getting research. It's not getting boosted out yet, but this timing attack is going to come well before Storm is ready. And now he sees this probe. He might want to go for the third, but no. Yes, actually he will. So he's going to third, loaded up units here, so maybe might go for a 2-pronged attack. Nope, maybe that was just a mistake. He is going for the third here, and we'll take out this Nexus relatively quickly. These probes have to get out of here, but then again, they can't go anywhere. Here comes the Toss army. He has 1 Templar, but no Storm yet, so he might just use that for feedback. But Flumby is well ahead here on the supply count, and on the income tab, he's only 12 harvesters behind, but he does, once again, have that third base, which he can mule up and mine out quickly. Now, here comes the big battle. Nope. Toss is just picking off reinforcements, which is smart. But now, here, he has to go and attack, but Flumby is pulling back with that stimmed Bile Ball, which allows him to retreat and attack very quickly. This could become a base race. Nope. Toss is going to flank here while warping in units here, but this Bile Ball is doing so much damage, and Gamma is supply blocked terribly as all the pylons have went down, and this expansion is going to go down. And once this expansion goes down, Toss will be on 1 base, and his main base. And now that Flumby's in this corner, the Zealots will do less damage. However, Flumby is going to get out of there with the Medivacs. When you get into this corner, you can't get a full surround with those Zealots, as there are buildings, simulators, and minerals to block. But Flumby, being smart as he is, loaded up his units into his Medivacs, and now he can drop this over here to take out this next expansion. And this expansion was taken out, so now Gamma's on 1 base. He is in a very bad position. However, if these 3 Medivacs get picked off, that's going to be bad news, because that is Flumby's main army right there, and 2 Medivacs get picked off full of units. However, Flumby is remacking up, and has his third already. And he actually is getting a lot of minerals here. I would like to see him maybe put down more production facilities, just because he can afford to produce off that many production facilities. So still no factory play here, but he doesn't really need it, as Terran Marine Medic Marauder Medivac is very powerful against anything. And now this third base is going to get attacked here after... Oh, I think that the Stalkers blinked down on the low ground to get here, and now this command center could go down, but Flumby coming in here with his Bile Ball, and we'll pick this off. These Stalkers are probably going to blink up this ridge just to get away, but actually a little miss micro there, going back, so Gamma took a few extra shots that he didn't have to take. So Gamma is remacroing up. Flumby does see this expansion with the scan, but now our harvesters are equal, as Gamma took some heavy hits there with Flumby's attack, which was a good timing push before the storms. But now that Storm is finished, these Templar, once they get enough energy, are going to be very effective against the Bile Ball, because Flumby has no ghosts on the field, I don't think. Yeah, he has no ghosts on the field to EMP these Templar, so the Storms are going to be very effective if you can land them perfectly. So this third base is going back down. It got repaired. Oh, wow, over here. And these workers need to get back to work, And Flumby securing a 4th expo here. He's used all that minerals up just to create his army. He is a little bit supply blocked though, so he's going to need to make some supply depots somewhere. He does now have the Ghost Academy researching Cloak because he knows that those High Templar are out there and he needs to EMP them. Actually putting down a missile turret here just for potential DTs because he does know that that Dark Shrine is up. Actually this factory is kind of just spotting all the tech buildings here. Flumby is actually using this. Oh, and actually, one storm going down there, doing some good damage, but now that these medevacs are loaded up, he needs to either drop these off right now, and that was a nice blink there. The purpose of that blinking backwards with the Stalkers is to allow the Zealots to get in front and attack immediately, rather than have the Stalkers in front and the Zealots trapped behind. But now, here comes the drop from Flumby. He's going to be able to take out a lot of probes here, and even take out this Nexus if he wants to. This medevac needs to drop its units and start attacking, and these units need to stem. There we go. But meanwhile, Gamma is just going to forfeit that base and try and either go for this 3rd base or attack, because Flumby's army is split up. But these ghosts aren't. This one ghost is now on the field. He does not have enough EMP, but once he does, he'll be able to land, try and land a nice EMP on these High Templar, which will be very effective. Gamma is getting a 3rd base because he's not able to secure this base or this base, so he's getting this safer base over here. So now the attack going down on the third base. Flumby coming in the back here with his army of MMM, and actually Gamma turning around to bring his Templar to the back. Oh, but they're so exposed to the Ghost who EMP all the Templar. So now Gamma's forced to create Archons. And now Gamma blinks forward, but I don't know if that was very smart against this Bile Ball, as the Bile Ball is very good against gateway units with no support from either Colossus or Templar, which there are neither Colossus nor Templar. And Gamma GG's out of this game with a Korean GG, I think that is, because he was just behind. Gamma almost mined out here, mined out in the main, so almost no income. And just trying to secure this 3rd, whereas Flumby had his 4th up, his 3rd just went down, but he still could mule up this base, transfer workers, and his army was 80 supply ahead. So Gamma was pretty much dead there, and actually these medevacs were coming with a 2nd army to drop right here, so this was all going to be dead. So that's a very macro-oriented and micro-oriented game with these Ghosts and High Templar. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.